My beloved soul, listen carefully. The love written in your destiny is no longer a distant promise, it is a living force that has begun moving toward you at divine speed, and what you are about to hear is not coincidence, not imagination, but confirmation that heaven has already signed your name beside a union that cannot be erased. Before I speak further, I must invite you into alignment. If this message resonates in your spirit, type, "I receive this," in the comments as a declaration of faith. Like this video to seal your agreement with what heaven is unfolding. Subscribe and click the bell so you do not miss the next instruction released over your life. And if in your heart you feel led to send a super thanks, let it be a voluntary personal act of faith, never pressure, never obligation, and never connected to earning blessings or miracles, because what is destined for you cannot be bought, it can only be received. Now hear this clearly, your story has entered a new chapter of divine acceleration, and the love that carries your name has already been whispered into existence. There were nights when you wondered if you were forgotten, days when you smiled outside but questioned inside, moments when you almost accepted less than what your heart knew it deserved, yet heaven was never silent. While you were healing, heaven was preparing. While you were releasing, heaven was aligning. While you were doubting, heaven was arranging meetings, shifting locations, softening hearts, and orchestrating timing beyond your awareness. This is not about fantasy, it is about divine order. The love written in your destiny is not random attraction, it is covenant energy, it is alignment crafted before you ever learned to pronounce the word love. You have encountered lessons, false starts, almosts, and maybes, but those were not failures, they were filters. Every disappointment removed what could not carry your future. Every heartbreak cleared space for what can hold your wholeness. My beloved soul, do not skip this moment, because something sacred is unfolding in your understanding right now. The person connected to your destiny has also been walking through preparation. They have faced their own storms, their own awakenings, their own internal battles that shaped them into someone capable of meeting you without fear, without confusion, without games. Heaven does not unite two incomplete spirits to destroy each other, it aligns two prepared souls to elevate one another. The delay was protection. The silence was strategy. The waiting was refinement. You were not being denied, you were being designed. And now the season has shifted. The energy around you feels different because it is different. Conversations are changing, opportunities are appearing, your intuition is sharpening, and you can sense that something is approaching even if you cannot yet see it clearly. That sensation is not imagination, it is prophetic awareness. The love written in your destiny is closer than it has ever been before. You may meet through ordinary circumstances, through a simple introduction, through a moment that seems casual but carries eternal weight. Do not underestimate small beginnings, because destiny often enters quietly before it transforms loudly. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. There are spiritual movements happening behind closed doors, conversations taking place in spaces you cannot access, realizations awakening in the heart of the one meant for you. They are being drawn, not by force, but by divine pull. Just as you have felt an unexplainable stirring, they too have sensed a shift. This is not about chasing, it is about convergence. When heaven decides the time is right, distance collapses, misunderstandings dissolve, and clarity rises like sunlight after a long night. But you must remain steady. Do not allow impatience to sabotage alignment. Do not let fear convince you to settle for temporary comfort when eternal connection is approaching. The love written in your destiny will not require you to shrink, it will not demand that you abandon your growth, it will not ask you to betray your values. It will recognize you, honor you, and meet you where you stand as a whole being. There will be peace in its presence, not anxiety. There will be clarity, not confusion. There will be progression, not stagnation. And when it enters, you will not need to question whether it is real, because your spirit will rest instead of wrestle. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. You have been sensing endings lately, subtle closures, quiet goodbyes, shifts in dynamics that no longer feel aligned. That is not loss, that is preparation. Heaven is clearing emotional space so that when destiny arrives, there is room for it to stay. Imagine trying to pour pure water into a cup already filled with residue, it would mix and lose its clarity. So the residue is being emptied now. This is why certain connections have faded. This is why some conversations have slowed. This is why you feel both nostalgia and relief at the same time. It is transition. And transition is sacred when it is guided. The love written in your destiny carries recognition, and recognition cannot happen in chaos. So peace is being established first. Your heart is being recalibrated. Your standards are being elevated. Your boundaries are being strengthened. All of this is preparation for something stable, something mature, something ordained. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. Understand this deeply, destiny is not luck, it is alignment meeting readiness at the appointed time. You have done more inner work than you realize. You have outgrown patterns that once trapped you. You have chosen healing over bitterness. You have chosen faith over cynicism. And those choices have activated movement in realms you cannot see. The love written in your destiny is not chasing you because it must, it is moving toward you because it belongs to you. There is a difference. Belonging carries peace. Belonging carries security. Belonging carries divine authority. So stand firm. Remain open. Guard your heart without hardening it. Because what is approaching is not a test, it is a fulfillment. And heaven does not announce fulfillment without intention. The moment destiny begins to move, subtle signs start appearing in your atmosphere, not loud, not dramatic, but undeniable to the sensitive heart. You may notice a new calm inside you, a strange confidence that love is no longer a question mark but an approaching reality. This is not arrogance, it is spiritual recognition. The love written in your destiny is vibrating on a frequency that is now harmonizing with yours. What once felt distant now feels near. What once felt impossible now feels inevitable. This is how divine timing reveals itself, not through panic, but through peace. My beloved soul, do not rush past this revelation, because what you are sensing is sacred. For a long time you were learning to detach from illusions. You were breaking patterns that kept attracting mirrors of your wounds instead of reflections of your worth. You had to unlearn survival love so you could receive covenant love. Survival love teaches you to hold on out of fear, to beg for crumbs, to chase validation. Covenant love teaches you to stand still and be chosen without shrinking. Heaven refused to send your destiny into a version of you that would accept less than what was ordained. That is why growth felt uncomfortable. That is why loneliness sometimes felt heavy. That is why endings came without explanation. It was refinement. The person written into your destiny has also been undergoing refinement. They have faced their own awakening, realizing that surface connections no longer satisfy their soul. They have outgrown distractions that once entertained them. They have begun craving depth, authenticity, stability. And as they have grown, their spirit has been drawn toward the same frequency you now carry. This is not coincidence, it is synchronization. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. When two destinies are meant to intersect, heaven begins aligning details that seem unrelated. A change in schedule. A sudden invitation. A new environment. A random message. These are not accidents when they occur within divine timing. The universe does not operate chaotically when destiny is involved. Every step is calculated, every delay purposeful, every encounter meaningful. The love written in your destiny will enter your life in a way that feels natural, yet divinely orchestrated. You will not need to force conversation. You will not need to prove your value. You will not need to compete with confusion. There will be a steady unfolding, a conversation that flows without manipulation, a connection that grows without games. But before that arrival fully manifests, there is a final alignment happening within you. Heaven is strengthening your discernment. You will begin to feel less attracted to temporary sparks and more drawn to consistent light. Your taste is changing. Your tolerance for emotional chaos is decreasing. You are no longer impressed by intensity without intention. This shift is not random. It is preparation. My beloved soul, do not skip this sacred adjustment, because it is protecting what is about to enter your life. There may be one last test, not sent to harm you, but to confirm your transformation. An old pattern may try to reappear. A familiar energy may attempt to reconnect. This is not punishment, it is proof. Proof that you are no longer who you used to be. Proof that you can recognize what is misaligned. Proof that you can choose destiny over nostalgia. Choose wisely. What is written for you does not require you to return to what broke you. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. The love approaching you carries maturity. It carries accountability. It carries the ability to communicate without disappearing. It carries the strength to stay when challenges arise instead of escaping. You prayed for something stable, and stability requires two grounded souls. You prayed for something genuine, and genuineness requires honesty without masks. You prayed for partnership, and partnership requires equality, not imbalance. The divine is answering those prayers, but the answer looks different than your past experiences. It may not begin with fireworks, but it will grow with depth. It may not overwhelm you with drama, but it will surround you with peace. And peace is the loudest confirmation of all. As this love enters your life, you will notice how your nervous system relaxes instead of panics. You will notice how clarity replaces overthinking. You will notice how respect becomes mutual, not one-sided. This is how you will know it is written in destiny, because it will not feel like a battle to maintain. It will feel like alignment to nurture. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. Understand this truth deeply: destiny does not eliminate effort, but it removes unnecessary struggle. You will both choose each other daily, not out of fear of losing, but out of desire to build. The foundation will be intentional. Conversations about future will not scare them. Commitment will not feel like pressure. Growth will be welcomed, not resented. And as this unfolds, you may look back at your past and finally understand why certain doors had to close. They were not rejections, they were redirections. They were guiding you toward a love that matches your evolution. My beloved soul, there is also something important you must remember. Do not idolize the person before they arrive. Destiny is about partnership, not perfection. The one written for you will still be human, still growing, still learning. But they will be willing. Willing to listen. Willing to improve. Willing to choose unity over ego. That willingness is what separates destiny from distraction. Heaven is not promising fantasy, it is promising alignment. Alignment that challenges you to rise, not shrink. Alignment that supports your calling, not competes with it. Alignment that feels safe enough to be vulnerable and strong enough to withstand storms. You have waited for this not because it was withheld, but because it required preparation on both sides. Timing is sacred. Imagine meeting too early, before maturity, before healing, before clarity. What was meant to last could have been destroyed by immaturity. So heaven delayed not to deny you, but to protect the longevity of what was written. Now that both timelines are converging, movement feels faster. You may feel anticipation building without understanding why. You may feel a quiet excitement about the future. You may even feel emotional release, as if your heart senses relief before the event occurs. This is prophetic awareness. The love written in your destiny is stepping closer with every passing day. Remain open. Remain grounded. Remain faithful. Do not let fear sabotage faith at the final stretch. What is approaching is not here to confuse you, it is here to confirm you. And when it arrives, it will not feel like chaos entering your life, it will feel like home finding you. And when home begins to find you, it does not knock with noise, it arrives with knowing. There will be a moment, simple yet eternal, when your spirit recognizes something before your mind fully understands it. It will not be obsession, it will be awareness. It will not be desperation, it will be calm certainty. The love written in your destiny carries a signature frequency, and when that frequency enters your field, your soul will respond without fear. You have encountered attraction before, you have felt chemistry before, but this will be different. This will feel anchored. This will feel steady. This will feel like two timelines finally merging after long preparation. My beloved soul, do not treat this as ordinary when it begins to unfold, because what is written by heaven must be honored with consciousness. There is a sacred responsibility that comes with destined love. It is not about possession, it is about partnership. It is not about control, it is about collaboration. Heaven is not uniting you for temporary emotion, it is aligning you for purpose. The love entering your life is not only for romance, it is for elevation. Together, you will sharpen one another. Together, you will expand one another. Together, you will build something that extends beyond feelings into legacy. But before that full manifestation, there is one more internal shift occurring within you. You are being called to release the final fragments of doubt. Doubt that whispers you are too much. Doubt that suggests you are not enough. Doubt that questions whether something pure can truly exist. Those whispers are echoes of past pain, not predictions of future reality. The love written in your destiny does not measure you by your scars, it values you for your growth. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. You must understand that destiny does not compete. If someone is meant for you, they will not be confused about choosing you. If someone is written into your life by divine design, they will not treat you as optional. Confusion is not a sign of fate, it is a sign of misalignment. The one approaching you will feel clarity rising within themselves. They will not need endless convincing. They will not need manipulation. They will recognize the connection as something rare and worth protecting. And when two people both recognize value, the dynamic transforms from chasing to cherishing. My beloved soul, do not skip this revelation, because it will guard your heart from unnecessary battles. The season of proving yourself is over. The season of overextending to secure affection is finished. You are stepping into a season where mutual effort becomes the standard. The love written in your destiny will not exhaust you. It will energize you. It will not drain your spirit. It will strengthen your peace. This is how you will discern its authenticity. There will be growth, yes. There will be challenges, yes. But those challenges will feel constructive, not destructive. They will bring you closer instead of pushing you apart. You will learn to communicate without fear of abandonment. You will learn to disagree without threat of departure. This is mature love, not immature attachment. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. There are divine adjustments happening even now. Paths are crossing behind the scenes. Decisions are being made that will position you in the right place at the right time. You may feel guided to try something new, to visit somewhere different, to say yes to an opportunity you would have previously declined. Pay attention to these nudges. Destiny often speaks softly before it manifests loudly. The love written in your destiny may enter through what appears to be a small doorway. Do not underestimate small beginnings. A simple conversation can become a sacred bond. A brief encounter can evolve into lifelong partnership. When heaven breathes on something, it multiplies beyond human expectation. My beloved soul, there is also a reminder for you. Do not carry old fear into new alignment. When this love begins to show consistency, do not sabotage it by expecting abandonment. When this love communicates clearly, do not search for hidden meaning. When this love expresses care, do not question its sincerity without reason. Healing requires participation. Destiny requires trust. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. The final word is this: you are not waiting for love to choose you, you are aligning with love that has already been chosen for you. There is a difference. Waiting implies uncertainty. Alignment implies inevitability. What is written in your destiny does not wander aimlessly. It moves with intention. It moves with timing. It moves with divine precision. And when it reaches you, it will not feel rushed, it will feel right. There will be confirmation in your spirit. There will be peace in your thoughts. There will be strength in your connection. The storms you survived were not random. They were shaping your capacity to appreciate something stable. The lessons you endured were not punishments. They were expanding your discernment. The solitude you experienced was not abandonment. It was preparation. Now the preparation is meeting manifestation. The love written in your destiny is not intimidated by your strength. It is attracted to it. It does not fear your depth. It admires it. It does not compete with your purpose. It supports it. This union will not distract you from your calling, it will amplify it. Together, you will inspire growth, not stagnation. Together, you will create safety, not insecurity. Together, you will embody a partnership that reflects divine intention rather than human impulse. My beloved soul, breathe in this truth. You are not late. You are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. Timing has been aligning with precision you could not see. What felt like delay was calibration. What felt like silence was orchestration. What felt like distance was positioning. And now positioning is turning into proximity. The love written in your destiny is about to enter your life not as chaos, but as confirmation. Not as confusion, but as clarity. Not as a temporary thrill, but as a lasting presence. Remain open. Remain wise. Remain grounded. The next chapter of your story will not begin with fear, it will begin with faith realized. And when it does, you will look back at this very moment and understand that heaven was speaking long before you saw the evidence. And as faith becomes sight, you will realize that nothing about your journey was wasted. Every tear refined your capacity to value joy. Every betrayal strengthened your discernment. Every delay expanded your endurance. The love written in your destiny is not arriving to compensate for the past, it is arriving to fulfill the blueprint that was always above the past. There is a difference between compensation and covenant. Compensation tries to make up for pain. Covenant establishes purpose beyond pain. What is coming into your life carries covenant energy. It carries divine authorization. It carries the quiet power of something that has been approved long before it appears. My beloved soul, do not allow the memory of old heartbreak to distort your vision when this new chapter opens. Your past was a classroom, not a life sentence. The love that hurt you was not your destiny, it was your teacher. And now graduation has come. You are stepping into a connection that will not test your worth, but reflect it. You are stepping into a partnership that does not awaken anxiety, but anchors assurance. The one written for you will not run from depth. They will not mock vulnerability. They will not minimize your dreams. They will recognize the value of what stands before them and they will treat it accordingly. Stay with me till the end, something powerful is waiting for you. There will be a moment of divine recognition, subtle yet undeniable. It may not be dramatic to outsiders, but within you it will feel like alignment clicking into place. Conversation will feel effortless. Silence will feel comfortable. Eye contact will feel like familiarity without history. This is because souls aligned by destiny do not start from zero, they start from resonance. You will not need to convince yourself that this is different. You will sense it. And that sensing will bring peace, not pressure. My beloved soul, do not skip this sacred unveiling, because it is important you understand that destiny requires participation. When this love shows up consistently, show up consistently. When this love communicates openly, communicate openly. When this love invests intentionally, invest intentionally. Divine alignment does not remove responsibility, it removes confusion. You will still need patience. You will still need humility. You will still need grace. But you will no longer need to question whether you are valued. The energy will be mutual. The desire will be balanced. The effort will be shared. Do not leave yet, heaven has more to reveal. The love written in your destiny will challenge you to grow beyond comfort zones you once protected. It will encourage you to express emotions you once suppressed. It will inspire you to dream bigger, not smaller. It will introduce you to a version of partnership where both individuals remain whole while building something united. There will be no demand to abandon your identity. There will be no manipulation disguised as passion. There will be no inconsistency masked as mystery. Instead, there will be clarity. And clarity is sacred. As this connection strengthens, you will notice how fear loses its voice. You will notice how overthinking decreases. You will notice how trust develops not because you force it, but because it is earned through consistent action. This is how you will know it is written in your destiny. Destiny does not create chaos to prove intensity. Destiny creates stability to sustain longevity. My beloved soul, understand that the arrival of this love is also the closing of an old cycle. The cycle of wondering if you are too much. The cycle of chasing unavailable hearts. The cycle of doubting your intuition. That cycle is ending. You are entering a season where reciprocity becomes normal. Where affection is not withheld as leverage. Where commitment is not feared as imprisonment. The love written in your destiny is about to enter your life because you are finally aligned with receiving it. If you remain till the end, the final word will change everything. The final word is this: you are not stepping into a fairy tale, you are stepping into fulfillment. Fulfillment is deeper than fantasy. It is grounded. It is intentional. It is enduring. It is built on respect, strengthened by communication, and sustained by shared vision. The one approaching you will not complete you, because you are already whole. But they will complement you. They will amplify your strengths. They will support your healing. They will walk beside you, not ahead of you pulling, not behind you pushing, but beside you partnering. My beloved soul, breathe in this confirmation. The nights you cried did not go unnoticed. The prayers you whispered were recorded. The patience you practiced was honored. Heaven does not ignore sincere longing. It refines it. And once refinement is complete, release is inevitable. What is written in your destiny cannot be permanently delayed. It can only be divinely timed. That timing is no longer distant. It is approaching with steady footsteps. You may feel anticipation building like the calm before sunrise. You may sense that something is shifting even if you cannot yet see the evidence. Trust that sensing. It is your spirit recognizing movement before manifestation. The love written in your destiny is not entering to disrupt your peace, it is entering to deepen it. It is not entering to distract your purpose, it is entering to align with it. It is not entering to confuse your heart, it is entering to confirm it. And when it stands before you, you will not need external validation to believe it. Your inner world will testify. You will feel safe. You will feel seen. You will feel supported. That is how destiny announces itself. Not with noise, but with knowing. My beloved soul, this is the closing of waiting and the opening of receiving. Guard your heart, but do not harden it. Stay wise, but do not become cynical. Remain hopeful, but remain grounded. The love written in your destiny is about to enter your life because you have become the version of yourself capable of sustaining it. And when it fully manifests, you will understand that every delay, every lesson, every season of solitude was guiding you to this exact alignment. This is not luck. This is not accident. This is divine design reaching completion. Walk forward with quiet confidence. The next embrace you receive may carry the confirmation you have prayed for. The next conversation you have may carry the clarity you have sought. The next chapter you enter will not begin with confusion, it will begin with calm assurance that what is written cannot be erased. And this, my beloved soul, is where destiny stops being a promise and starts becoming your reality. Type Amen.